You can be proud of your race as long as it's not white.
Welcome to our family.
We have the highly requested Tom Macdonald.
The highly requested.
We didn't know where to start, so we're going to start with canceled, because that is one of my biggest fears. Let's get into it.
I can't be canceled, there's no way that you can stop me. Fully independent, there's no label who can drop me. Y'all been starting rumors, let me help you with some. Yeah.
He's a racist, he's a sexist, he's in love with Donald Trump.
Y'all can't cancel me. My life is scandal free.
Creepy.
There ain't no sponsors taking losses cause the brand is me. My hands are clean. My family and my fans agree. Y'all can't cancel me for facts because you're mad and weak. Go ahead and tell the world.
Okay. What's your first impression?
He is lit.
Right?
He is lit. It's strange though because his voice does not sound like, it sounds like his talking voice. Like it doesn't sound like he's trying to, like, I don't know, it's interesting.
Like trying to make a rap voice.
Right.
Y'all can't cancel me for facts because you're mad and weak. Go ahead and tell the world I'm ugly and racist. I braid my hair and I don't care about cultural appropriation. I moved to the ghetto, lived in the ghetto, there's no Caucasians. And still I loved every single one of my neighbors. How's a man say I'm clickbait if he gonna use this face to get clicks on his page? Y'all hypocrites are made. But I ain't tripping about these.
Ooh.
What? So someone says he's clickbait, but they are doing videos about him using his image
Oh yeah, that's
to get
big.
clicks.
What if it's like reactions? Like, you know what I mean? What if it's stuff like that? Like, oh, react to him so you can get clicks, but it's like, I don't know. I'll never I mean, he's doing him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's saying a lot. I'm gonna listen to a little more before digging into it.
It ain't sixth grade. Go ahead and diss me trying to sell a couple mixtapes. I'm not afraid. Take my face and my name. Paste it on the front page. I'm already famous and you'll never change it by hating or claiming you'll take it away. My grind wicked, write my rhymes different. You can try to quantify, define limits as a dying gimmick and denying winning. This is pure fire. This ain't white privilege. I do what I want. Get all the Gucci and Louis Vuitton out of my closet, out of my crib. I do not want it. That is for kids. That is for rappers who ask you to produce their beats for free, pretending online like they rich. I am not playing it safe. I said what I said. It is what it is.
I like
Okay.
the flow.
I kind of get where he's coming from.
Okay.
He's coming from the angle that he gets a lot of hate, you know what I mean? Because he's white, basically.
I'm sure he does.
He's
I
like,
feel
I'm a dude who's white. I've lived in the hood, in all black neighborhoods. Life wasn't easy. I had to work for everything I got. But once you see someone who's successful, it's easy to say it's because of this, this, and that, but you don't really know him. You know what I mean?
Right. And for all we know, he could have worn these braids. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I feel like when you grow up in a neighborhood like that, like, literally one of my best friends growing up was mixed. And so her whole family she grew up with was white. Her dad died when she was young. But it's like we used to braid her little cousin's hair. And her little cousin was completely white. But we would, like, braid her hair. And, like, she hung out with all, like, my friend hung out with all black people. So it was like, I could see why a kid growing up in that environment doesn't see color like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't care if you mad at me, okay? Go ahead and change the channel. Don't waste your time trying to cancel me. They love me cause they know that I'm it. Say what you want, I guess it is what it is. Haters can talk,
You see his face?
Yeah.
Go ahead and go off, try and say this is it. But I swear to God, you can't cancel the kid.
Okay. So, flow-wise, I like it.
Yeah.
I feel like he's mixing like rap, country, and
Like soft rock or something.
yeah, like what an interesting. I feel like this right here is the epitome of like being yourself. You know what I mean?
But people are gonna have big problems with this guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause I mean, okay, let's be honest. I hate to go white and black, but seems like this is white and minority kind of situation. Being unapologetically white is not popular.
It's not.
You can be unapologetically anything else, but to be unapologetically white, it's not really acceptable modern day. It's not popular.
Right, true. Because
People have a problem with it.
they love to, as soon as somebody's like, I'm proud of who I am, they like to be like, you're a white supremacist. Like,
Right. Because, I mean,
it's like, dang.
you can be proud of your race as long as it's not white.
That's true.
If I say I'm black and I'm proud, people are like, yeah, he's empowered, this,
True.
this, and that. Someone's like, I'm white and I'm proud. They're like, white nationalist. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
I mean, I like it though.
But I swear to God, you can't cancel the kid. Everybody knows my name, from local folks to global fame. I'm vocal about the social justice movements. I expose the fakes, turn rappers into ghosts and graves. Make no mistake, they bones will break. I'll throw them in the wolf enclosure, slowly turn and close the cage. Acres full of sheep, you know that I'm the only goat. I'm great, they spoke my name to mostly hate. I don't complain, I'm woke, I wait. A total focus soldier, wrote the art of war. Know every page, I'm numb to all the dumbness. Smoke tobacco laced with Novocaine. I won't behave, I stoke the flames. I'll choke their throats with golden chains. Use vocal cords as skipping ropes and jump till I am soaked in brains. From open plains to coastal waves to solar rays in open space. Can't find nobody doper unless you poke your veins and snort cocaine. Whoa.
Oh wow, that's clever.
Okay, he has some punchlines in that, but I like the part where he's all full of sheep and he's the only goat.
Yeah.
But then what was dude talking about? He smoked tobacco laced with Novocaine. I've never heard of this.
Maybe it was like a play on.
Where did he do that at? I've literally never heard of that being a thing.
But maybe, I don't think he was literally saying he does. I think he was saying that, like, whatever effect Novocaine... Isn't Novocaine the, like
laughing gas or something?
And, like, doesn't
I
it,
remember
like...
Frank Ocean had a song about Novocaine.
And doesn't it not... Like, when you get dental surgery, doesn't it, like, knock you out really
I don't know
quick
much about it. I don't hear much about it. I remember Frank Ocean talked about it, and that's pretty much it.
I'm pretty sure it makes you, like, unfiltered.
Mm.
Like, I'm pretty sure it makes you just, like, say whatever. Like, you know how people have those videos of, like, saying crazy stuff? I think that's what it is. He's got... Okay, side note, how difficult must it have been to shoot this with a laser pointed at you? Like, how many takes and everything? You know what I mean? Because that laser...
Did they get it in his eye?
Right, because that laser's, like, right here. So it's like he's, like, rapping to, like, a laser beam.
Open space, can't find nobody doper unless you poke your veins and snort cocaine. Whoa, y'all can cancel me. Just get mad that I'm the man until you smash the screen. Like, whoa, I can handle heat. I walk through hell in open sandals, drinking gasoline. Yeah, I could have been a star, could have had a mansion and a car, and a Grammy album on the charts. I'm a savage, Randy with the bars. I don't rap about Xanax, goddammit, can't cancel facts. We need answers, championing trash to the masses actually massively damages y'all. Keep trying to cancel me, y'all. I own the master, so y'all. I make the beats, I write the songs, I own the cameras, y'all. I could have been famous, done my music down till it's basic. Get it on the hottest Spotify playlist, modify my catalog and go mainstream, y'all. I don't care if you mad at me, okay? Go ahead and change the channel. Don't waste your time trying to cancel me, okay? They love me cause they know that I'm it. Say what you want, I guess it is what it is. Haters can talk, but they can't cancel the kid. Go ahead and go off, try and say this is it. But I swear to God, you can cancel the kid. I feel like...
Wow.
Okay.
I like it.
I feel like this is what you get when the culture becomes too, like, one-sided. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get people who get fed up with it. They feel like outcasts, like you said. He's an a-hole, you know what I mean? He's just like, oh, that's what you're going to call me. I'm going to wear that on my sleeve.
Right.
Cool, let's go with it.
Right.
I can stand the heat. Walk through hell with open sandals drinking gasoline.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're going to get pushback.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is kind of just a product of our current culture to where it's like, I started this video with, like, I want to check out cancel. That's one of my biggest fears. You know what I mean? It's like, they got us walking on eggshells. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like, I don't know. To me, it's pretty obvious when somebody is hateful.
Right.
And it's like, there are plenty of things that we all do that are ignorant or whatever, because it's like, how you can't know what you don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, there's a big difference. But when you start trying to say people are hateful, people are bigots and racist, and, like, you know, trying to put people into a one view category, then it's like, dang, like, people, it makes them dig their feet in, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to, like, ruin their lives, or I don't know, man. He's making some points. Yeah,
I remember Big Sean talked about one of the girls he talked to got canceled. He had to delete all the pictures of his Instagram in one of the songs, remember? Mm-hmm. It's like, damn, this cancel culture is no joke. And I think eventually everyone's going to get fed up with it, but not until the people you like start getting canceled.
Right.
Because if it's only, like, your political opposition or just people you don't like getting canceled, then it's all fine and dandy. But then when your people start getting canceled, it's like, hold up, this cancel culture has gone too far. You know what I mean?
Right. And at the end of the day, I feel like, the thing is, like, for there to be, like, true freedom, there needs to be, like, a various amount of positions and ideas and thoughts.
Right.
And, you know what I mean? If it ever becomes just, like, one-sided, then you don't have freedom anymore. Like, you don't have, like, the beauty of, you know, individuality is that we have differences in opinion and everything else.
But I swear to God, you can cancel the kid. I feel like all these rappers lately on a mission. They starting drama, they don't really want no problems, so they talk in whispers. Don't even start, no competition, y'all are finished. They say they feeling froggy, but I bet none of these frogs gon' ribbit. They think I'm soft, but I promise y'all that I'm solid like a rock inside a Teflon box and dipped in carbon fiber liquid. I'm not religious, but I walk with Christians. If Jesus died for all my sins, he'd need 1,000,000 crosses tall as buildings. Y'all can't cancel me. I'm a god and you're the devil, stop attacking me. Like, whoa, nails in my hands and feet. Y'all some snakes, I don't need fruit from that apple tree. I ain't doing features or buying beats. I'm a wolf on lie with sheep.
Wow.
He's got some hard bars.
He does. He has some lyricism. He's got some
hard bars.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Right?
I see why he has 2 million subscribers.
Right.
Especially for this to be like an unpopular opinion. Like, that is freaking awesome.
Well, the thing about unpopular opinions is they're popular underground.
Yeah,
you know what
true.
I mean? You can't take your unpopular opinion and
That's
just
true.
give it to the masses because you get canceled or whatever. So it's like,
Right.
I'm sure a lot of people feel this way.
Right.
Like, I talk to people in private who are scared to say things on social media because they feel differently than they're supposed to feel. You know what I mean?
That's another thing that I feel like is kind of like, I really like his take because he's saying, don't categorize me, don't put me in a box, don't say I'm like super this way or that way, like, you know, I'm just me. And I do feel like a lot of times when it comes to like political issues, it's just like, it can get very extreme.
Right.
You know what
That's why I do not like talking about politics. Oh my goodness.
The weirdest thing to me, like, I haven't personally dealt with this, but I feel like for a lot of people, their own family members are like, they don't talk anymore.
Right.
Because of politics. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, their own family members are like, I didn't know you were like that. And like, it's like, dang, they literally didn't change though. They maybe y'all just didn't have this conversation, but you know what I mean? Maybe it's just like, you don't express these views all the time because it gets you canceled.
Right.
I ain't doing features or buying beats. I'm a wolf on lie with sheep. I am what I am, and I can't hide my teeth. Way too many rumors, I'm like, who said it? Never met him. If he dissed me, probably about to drop a new record.
I do what I want, don't matter if I get approval or not. Y'all ain't gonna cyberbully me or try to push on me until I'm becoming some dude who I'm not. Head full of ludicrous thoughts, producing the songs. My music is truth and you brutally shocked. I'm shooting my shot, I'm Biggie, I'm Shady, I'm new school Pac. Go ahead and call me a piece of garbage, make a starving artist your primary target. I'm the largest monster in the farthest darkness. I'm a closet sharpened, I'm an army sergeant.
Okay, he said, I'm new school Pac. What do you think about that?
I think rappers say a lot of very grandiose things about themselves.
True.
So I don't take
That's
it
true.
literally at all. Like, every rapper says they're the greatest ever and all this.
Yeah.
That's part of the rap game. Every
Right.
rapper disses other rappers. And it may not be specifically, but it's like, I'm the best rapper, they're not the best rappers. Like, every rapper does that. So
Right, true.
I'm not going to take that literally.
And also, okay, so something about that, I mean, every rapper does it, but sometimes I feel like you are going to be the best version of you, and that could be in his own league. You know what I mean? Like, that could be, like, sky's the limit as far as that goes. So I feel like I get what he's saying, though, in that he's saying unpopular opinions. And at the time, Tupac used to say unpopular opinions.
Right.
You know, so I feel like that's an interesting line. But you know what this made me think about?
What?
Were you going to say something on that
Yeah.
first? Okay, go
I
ahead.
would say, a lot of people say unpopular opinions. That doesn't make them equal. Like the same thing.
Right, makes them, like,
You
they
know
can
what I
still
mean?
be in different leagues and say unpopular opinions in different.
Right. Because just being a contrarian doesn't equate you to
Yeah. I
other
feel like
contrarians.
he is so different than Tupac. Like, just the style, the energy, the topic, like, it's just very different.
Right.
But you know what this makes me think about?
What?
So I have one uncle on my mom's side that is, he basically is like a volunteer at the church, and he like is like a youth minister, whatever. Then I have an uncle on my dad's side who is like sort of a pastor. I don't know. He preaches.
He's a pastor. He's not the lead
Okay,
pastor.
he's not the
a
lead pastor, but he's a pastor. Okay, at two different churches, right? Both in St. Louis, and one of them is extremely, extremely conservative Republican, and the other is extremely, extremely Democrat, liberal. And it is like whenever we have like a family dinner, whenever we have like a holiday, anything, those two butt heads. And it's crazy. They both have glasses. They both have like curly hair that's like kind of long. And it's just like they're on two different pages, but they have like the same ideologies about life. Like the same sort of core principles and morals and stuff. And it's just so crazy. They always explode into a big argument. And that was pretty much my whole childhood.
I've seen it a couple times.
It's pretty crazy though, because they're like very, very similar.
I mean, one time we were out to eat, and they were trying not to be too loud with the argument, so they were just trading passive-aggressive jabs back and forth.
Yeah.
It's like, eat a bite of food, say something passive-aggressive, the other guy eats a bite, just... Like,
yeah. And then,
we're out to eat. Chill out.
Right. And then at one point, it did get kind of, like, rowdy a little bit. A little bit rowdy.
It was a birthday dinner. I'm like,
yeah.
Chill.
And they sat on opposite ends of the table.
Chill.
It was just like, it's like, dang. Like, they literally have the same core principles that they try to live by. How can you know what I mean? It's like so strange, but it's also really interesting to watch.
So they want the same things, but believe in different ways to get them.
Right.
It's
right.
Weird.
Make a starving artist your primary target. I'm the largest monster in the farthest darkness. I'm a closet sharpened. I'm an army sergeant. If people want to hate, then I'm grateful. It's only gonna make what I say less painful. Look at my face, embrace, I'm unstable. I ain't gonna break or shake or feel shameful. I don't care if you mad at me, okay? Go ahead and change the channel. Don't waste your time trying to cancel me. They love me cause they know that I'm it. Say what you want, I guess it is what it is. Haters can talk, but they can cancel the kid. Go ahead and go on, try and say this is it. But I swear to God, you can cancel the kid.
So how do you get a guy like this? You know what I mean? I feel like basically he feels rejected from society. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the appearance and everything. It's kind of outlandish. It's like, you know what I mean? It's a very lit appearance.
It is. Yeah.
I feel like if you feel like everyone's blaming all the issues with society on you or your gender, you know what I mean? Your race, it's like you're going to get this.
Right.
Like people are going to get fed up. They're going to get sick of it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let's just wrap it up.
That makes me so sad. That like, because I mean, I feel like, okay, you've got one side of it is like, we feel rejected, we feel neglected, we feel a certain way. People are not understanding or hearing it. Life just goes on as planned and it's unresolved psychological pain. Then you've got the reaction is, you know what I mean? We're just here. We're just being human beings. I've never personally enslaved anyone. I've never, you know what I mean? I'm not a racist. And it's like every little thing that person's doing is like under a microscope. Are you going to lose your job? Are you going to lose your, are you going to lose your friends, your family members if you don't just subscribe? And then it's like, well, what if you actually disagree? Like, what if you actually have a different opinion than the mainstream narrative? Then it's like, are you even allowed to do that? I don't like it because I feel like basically now we've got two distinct groups that are feeling like complete outcasts and completely socially ostracized in completely opposite way. And it's like almost like they're pinned against each other.
Right. And I feel like it's the media's doing. Especially, I feel like cancel culture is a weapon to split people. Because like, okay, I could get away with saying things that he couldn't dream of saying without being wiped off of every platform, Spotify, YouTube. He'd be wiped off of everything.
But I'm sure this man caught a lot of heat for just these music from
right, but I'm saying that pales in comparison to what I could say online.
It does.
And it wouldn't affect me at all.
Right.
And like for me to get canceled, I would have to say something really bad or say, I don't know, it would have to be really heinous for me to get canceled.
Right.
And it's because of how I look.
Right.
But for him to get canceled and literally banned off of social media, he would have to say a lot less than what I would have to say.
Right.
And it's because of how he looks. So it's like, how did we get here?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the invisible hands.
Right.
Definitely. Because, I mean, on the ground, it's like most people I know have friends of... And, I mean, it's not even... Like, if you look around, like, black-white is how we're kind of, like, taught to think of things. But it's like, there's so many minorities in the U.S. There's so many immigrants. It's just, like, a whole, like, cultural war we have going on. And it's, like... It's sad. It makes me sad.
I mean, like, most people I meet are, like, nice people.
Right. Right.
It doesn't matter, like, what color they are. They're, like, genuinely nice people.
And when you meet a messed up person, it's, like, literally, like, whatever they look like usually has nothing to do with them being... Like, usually they're just jacked up in many ways.
I mean, I can't say I've met many messed up people. Yeah. Maybe they hit it well, but it's like, I mean, one time we did business with a guy who had Confederate flag and Trump flags and guns plastered all over his walls. Yeah, it's like we bought a mobile home from him that he had just in front of his house. This is down here,
very random
down
story.
Here in Florida. You know what I mean?
Florida things.
And Confederate flag flying. You know, we drive to see the mobile home, and it was like, oh, Confederate flag and all these Trump flags. Okay, is this safe? Yeah, because most people are nice. Okay, so we go talk to him. Super nice. Yeah. And it's like we were trying to get this mobile home to a park so we could fix it up and sell it. Couldn't get in the park. He had it in his like house for like 2 weeks.
In his front yard.
And we were supposed to be like getting it moved. We couldn't get it moved. He was super nice about it. Yeah. He let us come to his house several times to fix it up, and we sold it from his front yard. But the guy was super nice. And but the way like I was raised, like if you see a Confederate flag, run. Right. This is the most racist person you're ever going to find in your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like from my personal experience, that's not the only experience we've had with people who have Confederate flags. Like, they were just people. Maybe they do believe some things that I would vehemently disagree with. Right. But, I mean, from my experience, like, most people are just nice. And I know there are kind of people who exist who would not be that nice, but, like, most people, pretty chill. Pretty nice people.
I feel like the thing is most people have trouble putting themselves in other people's shoes. I think it's actually a tough thing to do, you know, when you really think about it, because it's like everything's theoretical. You actually don't know what it's like to be in their shoes. But, like, I feel like a lot of times people see Confederate flag and they just think racist. But it's like he could literally oppose slavery and also love his ancestors.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he could love his culture, his ancestors, and he could also vehemently oppose what they did.
Right.
You know, just like we could love a relative that...
Well, we all have relatives that have done questionable things. We've done questionable things, you know what I mean? But...
And we can still love them.
Right.
So it's like, I think that is a lot of times not really considered.
But it's like we're taught to like see that and hate the person who has it.
And to fear it.
Right.
To fear it a lot. So
it's like, yeah, maybe sometimes that is true. But it's not true all the time. I know that for a fact. And like that guy wasn't trying to push his beliefs or anything on us, politics, nothing like that. I feel like the culture is what it is. You have this to push back against the culture. Maybe it'll lead to balance. It's going to be tough to have balance with the media because all they like to do is stoke racial division. So we'll see.
Because they make
maybe
more
one
money.
day. Right.
At the end of the day, it's not really about race, it's about money.
So it's like...
That's a whole other video.
Great.
Yeah.
But all right, that's all we have. Thank you for watching, especially if you stuck around to the end. Should we check out some more Tom Macdonald? This is just our first take. Don't know much about him. This is all we know about him. So let us know in the comments if we should check out any more Tom Macdonald or any other rappers, singers, whatever. Appreciate you. That's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. You to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.